Hey, Cece, how are you? Welcome in. Good to see you. Getting this shared out over on the TikTok side. Welcome in. How's everybody doing tonight? Hey, Lamons, welcome in. How are you? Good to see you. If you're joining on TikTok, hopefully you'll stick around. We're going to have some Disney fun tonight. We're going to, I don't know, maybe call it a CEO game. Going to ask you some questions on things you'd keep, things you get rid of, things you'd replace, all that sort of stuff. And I've got questions that you guys sent in, so we'll answer those. Yep, CC, I knew he wouldn't be. I had a pretty good sense that they'd keep him around. I mean, I could be mistaken, but I feel like Darth Vader has a larger presence than Kylo Ren. And maybe I'm completely off base, but that's how I feel. And maybe because Darth Vader's been around just that much longer than Kylo Ren. But could be mistaken. So again, welcome in, everybody. We will get started here in a couple more minutes. We'll give time for everybody else to join. I appreciate you guys joining this week after I took last week off. It was much needed. I can share about that if you guys are interested. Welcome in on the TikTok side. My name is Mike. If you're new here, hopefully you'll stick around and have some fun with us tonight. Hey, Jessica, how are you? Good to see you. Hey, Helen, good to see you. We like to talk about Disney, have some fun, play some games. Little one says hi. Hey, Ruby. Getting closer and closer, Ruby. For me, 35 days from tomorrow. 5 weeks from tomorrow. I can't believe it's coming along quick. It's about to Anthony. Yep, 37. Yeah, so it's 36 today for me. But 35 days from now, we'll already be there right now, but we're driving down to Kansas City, and we are flying out of Kansas City because it's considerably cheaper than flying out of Omaha this time around. So we made the decision to make the drive down the night before and spend the night, and then we'll fly out Tuesday morning and then fly back to Kansas City the next week and then drive home. It's about a 2.5 hour drive, not terrible. And when the price is right, it's worth it. So, but yes, very excited. I still got to figure out if I have all of the shirts that I want or if I need to have a couple more made. We'll see. But then it'll be start thinking about, not really packing, but at least getting our packing list put together. I got to start walking on a regular basis. I've been scattered, hit and miss. Of course, having surgery about a week and a half ago didn't help much either. But we will get after it. It rained all day today, so I wasn't about to go outside walking today. I'll happily walk in the rain at Disney. There's no need to walk in the rain here at home. It was in the 50s and raining all day. Jessica, I don't know that she's made the shirt yet. I know she has the print for it because I've seen it. She showed it to me. But I don't know that she's actually made the shirt yet. But it'll be with us, and we'll hand deliver it to you on party night. I don't know that I saw the cloud over Tomorrowland. 80s and rain in there, Helen. That sounds like it would be humid too. Yeah, it was cool in the 50s and rain today, like 53, 54, 55, somewhere in that neighborhood and raining. We had thunderstorms last night. It was like, I think Saturday was in the low 90s. So like a 40-degree temperature drop, big time. I had the storm right over the park. Wow, that's pretty cool. It's always fascinated me how so scattered rain could be at Disney. It could be pouring at one of the parks, and the other parks can be completely dry, maybe even sun out shining. So, all right. So, Cece, you're here. You asked a couple questions. So, let's tackle your questions and then we'll get into news and then we'll have some fun. Haven't seen Blake and his girls join yet. Hopefully, they'll be joining tonight. So we'll see. So CC, you'd asked if the restaurants like Oga's in Hollywood Studios are good for all adults. So set the table here in case anybody is not familiar with Oga's. Oga's Canteen in Hollywood Studios, and now Beacon Barrel in Magic Kingdom, and then the new Geo 82 at Epcot are all similar in nature as far as how they operate. I wouldn't necessarily call them restaurants, although you do make reservations like you would at some of the other restaurants. They are more like a tavern or a bar type style. Fun atmospheres in all three of them. Some of them are a little pricey. I think Geo 82 is kind of high scale pricey, so keep that in mind. But there are rules around these that are unique to these three locations that you don't have at like Ohana's or Crystal Palace or places like that. You need to make a reservation. You're not going to likely find availability walk up. I'm not saying it won't happen, but I wouldn't count on it. Make your reservation. It's a 45-minute time limit you have inside the establishment. Now, do they have a stopwatch on you? Probably not, but I'm sure that they are doing a pretty good job of managing that. So within 45, maybe 50, 55 minutes, they're going to probably, here's your tab. We're going to settle up and get you out of here. We got the next guest coming in. So 45-minute limit, a 2-drink limit. If you are a connoisseur of drinks, it's a 2-drink limit. I'm talking alcoholic drinks, 2-drink limit. No limit to non-alcoholics. Seating is not guaranteed. Even if you have a reservation, seating is not guaranteed. Much of the location, especially Oga's, a lot of it is tabletop where you're standing. Blake, hey there, how are you? Good to see you. Dina, hello, welcome in. So a lot of it is standing room only. No guarantee that you get seated. They only offer light snacks. So that's why I say it's not really like a restaurant. It's more appetizer in nature, not full-scale menus. And you cannot take drinks outside of the establishment. So whatever you've ordered, you need to finish it before you go walking out of the establishment. So I think it's a fun experience. I would absolutely tell you to, Helen, I think all three of them have the 2-drink limit. Dina, thanks for asking. I'll circle back here in a second on that. So especially Cece, for you being such a Star Wars fan, I would think, you'd enjoy the atmosphere in Oga's. I think it's pretty neat. Look, I'm kind of one of those people who, if you think it might be interesting, try it. It could be a one and done. It could be something that you absolutely love. If we lined up 100 people and I asked each of the 100 about restaurant A, restaurant B, restaurant C, we'd get, somebody would love restaurant A. The next person would hate it. The next person would say it's mid. Next person would say it's one and done. So it's preference, personal preference. I can tell you there are certain restaurants that were one and done for me. And the next guy in line would say, oh, that's our family favorite. And we do it every single time. So, but I give it a shot. Give it a try. Helen, the fact that you might stick you with the strangers and no-go. You might be shoulder to shoulder tabletop with strangers. That's why I'd say it's more like a bar, tavern type of thing. It's not really like a restaurant where you're getting guaranteed seating and with your own family. So, okay, circle back here real quick. Where's my cursor at? First off, if you've joined me on the TikTok side, welcome in. My name is Mike. I'm a travel agent that specializes in Disney. I'm live on my TikTok page. I'm live on our Park Live Podcast YouTube channel on my laptop. So if you see me looking back and forth, I'm not watching a tennis match. I'm looking at both screens here. Let's see here. So let me go back here. All right. So yeah, Blake said, hope you're feeling better. And then somebody else has commented. So real quick, I don't want to take up time here, but it'll be two weeks ago this Wednesday, I had to have kidney surgery. It's kind of unexpected. I had some issues. I don't want to go a whole spiel of things, but for any of you that don't know, I'm a 2-time kidney cancer survivor. I'm down to 1 kidney. And so when there are issues with that 1 kidney, it can be critical. So we don't waste any time. So I went and saw a urologist on Tuesday that week. And by Wednesday morning, we were scheduling surgery, and I was in surgery Wednesday afternoon around 4 o'clock. Everything went fine. I was home that night, which was expected. Had some off and on complications for a couple days over the next week, but I'm good as can be expected right now. So I appreciate all of you asking. So I'm happy to be here. I appreciate you giving me the courtesy to take last Monday night off. I just was not feeling up to it, and I didn't want to bring any of you guys along the journey. So here we are. All right, CC's next question: Will character attendants take video and pictures of the interaction with the characters? Absolutely. When you're next in line, just ask them, hey, would you mind taking a video or taking pictures with my phone for us? They will absolutely happily do that. I find in most cases, if you're kind and considerate with the cast members and ask courteously, unless it's something that's breaking rules that they have, they will absolutely help accommodate. Their goal, singular goal, is to make the customer experience as best they can. So by all means, if you want them to take pictures with your phone, they will. Disney does not hard sell their Memory Maker. They're not going to say, hey, well, we really can't, but if you get Memory Maker, you can have all the photos you want, blah, blah, blah. They don't do that. They'll happily take pictures with your camera. Now, the PhotoPass folks with cameras probably aren't going to do it, but the cast members that are there as the attendants with the characters, absolutely, they'll happily do that. So just make sure when you hand them the phone that it's on the camera setting or on the video setting, ready to go for them so that they can make it as quick and painless as possible. Oh no, you had pictures with Darth and they ended up deleted. That's unfortunate, Cece. You have to go back and get more pictures. Get back next month, right? Did I read that right yesterday? I think I saw that. Yes, Jessica, perfect. Orange hearts. So if any of you ever see me comment on TikTok streams or whatever, I will use orange hearts. Orange is the color for kidney cancer. So it is my absolute favorite color. You'll see me wear orange quite frequently. And so that's the reason why. So thank you, Jessica, for the orange hearts. I appreciate that. Okay. If anybody has any other questions, fire them away and we can all collectively answer them. Happy to do that. But let me hit on some of the news that came out in the last week or so. Some of this might be a little bit over a week old. I had prepared to do last Monday's live, but just couldn't do it. So Hollywood Studios announced some new meet and greets with some special characters: Pinocchio, Bert from Mary Poppins, and Jiminy Cricket. So that's pretty cool. For me, I think it's really neat because I remember there was a day and time when Jiminy Cricket was a character meet and greet at Animal Kingdom over at Rafiki's Planet Watch with Pinocchio or with Pocahontas. So I'm excited to have Jiminy Cricket back. And they also announced at Hollywood Studios they would have some swing band and juggling performances, kind of street actor type things. So that's really cool to me. I feel like that brings us closer to the pre-COVID days when you had the street characters that did skits out there. I miss those folks so much. So happy to see some of that come back around. Let's see here. Jessica wants to know, what am I most looking forward to on my upcoming trip? Oh, and it's an open question for everybody. So anybody that's coming in November with the group of us, there's a lot of us on the lives that are going to be down there at the same time. Hey, Ashley, welcome in. Good to see you. So happy to see you here. So if you're coming next month, or if you have a trip coming up, even if it's not with a group of us, the open question from Jessica was, what are you most looking forward to on this upcoming trip? So, okay, Anthony said finally meeting all of us, which is awesome. So Jessica, the one there's only one right answer, and I hope she's here to listen to it. What I'm most looking forward to is meeting Ruby on her birthday and enjoying cupcakes with her on her birthday. That's the correct answer. And again, I hope Ruby was there to hear that answer. If not, go get her, signal me, and I'll give the answer again. Dina said first time at the Christmas party. That is awesome answer. Oh, good. She is there. Excellent. So Ruby, there you go. Big smiles. Christmas party is a perfect answer. Dina has first time ever for her. I'm sure you've probably seen videos and whatever, so I'm not going to probably steal any thunder here, but the toy soldiers in the parade, for me, that says it all right there. Cece's looking forward to meeting Mando and Grogu. Absolutely. Jessica tells me apparently Ruby says, Mike, you are awesome. Thank you, Ruby. I appreciate that. And I guess, Jessica, if you said it too, I appreciate you saying that. So beyond meeting Ruby on her birthday, which again, Ruby and her family are going to come down with all of us next month. They're coming down on Ruby's 8th birthday, her actual birthday, not her birthday month, not her birthday season, but her actual birthday. So excited for Ruby to come to Disney on her birthday and for some of us to be there to celebrate with her. Again, if you're going to be there that afternoon, evening, and I think Jesse, you already given me the approval for this. If not, I'll ask for forgiveness later. Around 6 o'clock at All Star Movies, a group of us are going to go over and celebrate Ruby's birthday. If you're there with us, come join us. Jessica's bringing cupcakes for Ruby's birthday. We'll have a great time that evening visiting with them and wishing Ruby a happy birthday. So let's see here. Who else is going to be there and what else are you looking forward to? Oh, God. Jessica says we have about 80, that's 80 cupcakes to hand out to everyone. Good gravy. That's a lot. Hey, Ashley, welcome in. So let's see. What else are you guys looking forward to on the trip? I'm looking forward to the Christmas party. I'm looking forward to doing the Christmas tree stroll with everybody at Hollywood or at Disney Springs. I think that is amazing. And if you're not there, they're going to pixie dust folks with cupcakes. I love that. Ashley lives about 10 minutes from Disney. So Ashley, you can join us if you'd like. It's November 12th. Let me get this right. November 13th, 14th, and 15th, Thursday evening. This is our Park Life party, first off. So it's next month, November 13th, 14th, and 15th. Anybody is welcome. If you're there local and want to join us, you're absolutely welcome to do so. On Thursday, the 13th, we will all be meeting at Disney Springs outside the Lego store at 7 p.m. We're going to do the Christmas tree stroll together, meet and greet each other, have a great time. Hey, VBs, welcome in. Good to see you. Friday on the 14th, a group of us will be at Magic Kingdom during the day, and then a group of us are going to the Christmas party that night. So if you're local and want to join us, you're absolutely welcome to do that. And then on Saturday, November 15th, we will be at Epcot for the day. Have a good time there. The Eat to the Beat series, concert series there at Epcot, Bowling for Soup will be performing that evening. So fun time to go see a concert. Ashley, appreciate that. Thank you. Don't do well with groups. That's okay. That's okay. Not going to be a huge group of us, maybe 15 or 20, somewhere in that neighborhood. So if you change your mind, you're welcome. Again, anybody that's down there locally, you're absolutely welcome to join us. Ashley Ever After, if you're still in the live watching, you can absolutely join us as well. I'd love to meet you. What are the dates going to the party again? VB, so the Christmas party is Friday, November 14th. Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party at the Magic Kingdom. But that Thursday evening, the 13th, if you're interested, you can meet us at Disney Springs at 7 p.m. outside of the Lego store. We're going to do the Christmas tree stroll and just have a fun social evening together. Saturday, we will be at Epcot throughout the day, having a good time there. Yes, Jessica, absolutely. Lots of personality and acceptance in this group. Absolutely. We are all friends here. We enjoy Disney. We support each other, care for one another. So again, but Ashley, I get it. If crowds are not your thing, I certainly would never want you to be somewhere where you weren't comfortable. But if you change your mind, you're welcome to be there. And VBs, if you're available, we'd love for you to join us as well. Let's see here. Cece says she might build a lightsaber like Kylo's. That's awesome. Okay, VB, so glad you're talking about this. We were wondering, we were supposed to go to Halloween party Friday, but had to cancel and thankfully can move our party date. Looking to go to Christmas party. So November 14th, VBs, love to have you there. There's a number of us that I know off the top of my head have party tickets for that night. Off the top of my head, I'm not going to name names, but I'm going to head count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's at least a dozen of us VBs that are going to the Christmas party that Friday night, November 14th. We are planning, if you're not going to be at the party, but you're going to be at Magic Kingdom during the daytime, we are going to meet at the Tron sign at the bottom of the ramp at 5 p.m. for a group photo. And then we will designate a meetup spot to watch the first parade that night. I got to figure that out still where I think might be best. Don't have to join the group, but if anybody wants to watch the first parade together, we will designate a spot to meet up. I'm a 2 parade guy. I will be probably second parade. I'm sure I'll be on Main Street to watch that one. First parade, we might go over to Frontierland, over by where the arcade used to be. That seems like a generally easy spot to meet up and do that sort of thing. So that's what we will do here. Let me catch up here real quick. Actually work at a theme park. Works at Universal. How awesome. So I know we tell the cast members at Disney, we thank them for bringing the magic. Wherever you work, if you're in any type of customer service role at Universal Studios, in a restaurant, at a shopping mall, whatever, thank you for what you do to make the customer experience every bit better than what it would be without you. So, okay. Phoebe's, okay, Mike, we can let you know. We still have to call and get our Halloween dates moved. Okay, gotcha. I'm sure they'll be pretty accommodating if you want to move it to the Christmas party. I've seen other people do that. CC, buying your party ticket this week. That's awesome. And speaking of that, I had this written down here. I looked at this just before I went live, just so y'all know. Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party on November 7th, which is opening day, and November 10th, which is the Monday of our week. Those are sold out. And then the very last party on December 21st is sold out. So everything else is still open, but it's going to start to condense and they're going to start to fill and sell out. And once party date is sold out, they don't release more tickets. I see people ask that all the time. Doesn't happen. Now, somebody might have to change their date and it opens up an opportunity, but do not count on that. Ashley, I was at Disney until layoffs and never went back. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. That's too bad. I hate to hear that. But I do appreciate the fact that you are doing what you're doing. And Universal is an awesome experience as well. So anyway, okay. Gosh, we got kind of off the track, but again, Parklight Party, November 13th, 14th, and 15th. Oh, Anthony, I finally remember my question. If I wanted to bring canned Red Bulls to the park, is that okay? Yeah, I don't think there's, I can go back and look and see, but I don't think there's any rules against bringing canned beverages. I know you can bring beverages in, you can't bring alcohol in, but people can pack coolers, you can bring your own lunches, whatever. No, what they call loose ice. And to me, loose ice would be putting ice cubes directly in the cooler. It's loose, it can jostle around, it can fall right out. If you're going to bring ice cubes, put them in a Ziploc bag, that's not considered loose ice, and you can keep your stuff cold. But I don't think, Anthony, there's any rules against bringing canned sodas in. And I would call Red Bull canned soda. I know it's not a soda, but it's not non-alcoholic. How about that? So again, Parklight Party, November 13, 14, 15, Thursday evening, 7 o'clock. Disney Springs outside the Lego store. If you're interested in joining us for dinner, we are going to eat at about 5 o'clock on that Thursday at the Polite Pig at Disney Springs. So you're absolutely welcome to join us. And if not, no worries. We'll meet outside the Lego store at 7. Thank you, Ashley. Appreciate you joining. Have a great night. And again, thank you for what you do for all those guests at Universal Studios. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Disney Dad, hey there, welcome in. Yeah, Polite Pig. I'll be honest, I've not eaten at it before, but every time we go, I'm like, man, does that smell good? Too bad we already ate dinner or whatever. So I'm excited to eat there. So 5 o'clock at Polite Pig if you're interested. Otherwise, 7 o'clock Lego store outside. We'll do the Christmas tree stroll. Have a good time that evening. Next day, Friday, Magic Kingdom during the day. Christmas party that night. Renee, hi, welcome in. Good to see you. And then Saturday's Epcot, Bowling for Soup concert that night as well. Okay, I told you about the Christmas party dates. I don't know if you saw, speaking of Christmas party, they've started to drop Christmas merchandise at the stores and at Disney Springs. So pretty excited about that. Anybody who was looking to go to Animal Kingdom and get super wet, Kali River Rapids is now closed for their annual refurbishment. Closed earlier this year than usually. Usually they keep it open through the fall, through Christmas season, and then close it in January. This year they closed it today. It will reopen sometime in December before Christmas week. So no Kali River Rapids for any of us that are going to be there next month. However, for those that are going to be there next month, and Blake, I hate to say this because it's going to hurt your feelings, but Spaceship Earth is reopening on October 25th. And it'll be there for us to ride when we're there on that Saturday. Dina, are you doing AK on Thursday, Mike? Hold that. I got one more news thing to share, and then I was going to actually kind of share my itinerary. Then we're going to play games. Last one. This is another one that kind of flies under the radar. Disney doesn't advertise it. If you get it, then you'll find out. If you're booking packages with Disney, tickets and resort, one option you can add is trip protection. And I be honest with you, I have some of my guests that want it and they get it. Some of them that don't want it. I've only bought it once in my life, and that was for a Disney cruise because it was large family going of my family, and it was new for all of us with the cruise. And there's added dynamics with, weather and hurricanes and all this other jazz. So we bought it then. I've never bought it for any of our Disney World trips. Not saying that you shouldn't. I've had a client that bought it, and the husband got dehydrated to the point where he had to be taken to the hospital in an ambulance, and was there. I don't know if it was a full day or whatever, but trip protection covered all of that ambulatory expense, hospital expense. So it can be well worth it. Anyway, long story short, Disney bumped the price of trip protection. It used to be $95 per adult for the trip. Children are free. It's now $99 per adult. So it went up $4. That's my news. I'm sticking to it. Okay. Dana asked if I'm doing Animal Kingdom on Thursday. Anthony, Zootopia show coming out too on our visit. Yes, it is. I'm excited. Okay. This is my plan as of right now. Could some of it change? Possibly, but unlikely. And by no means am I telling you need to come where we're going to be, but you're certainly welcome to. It's entirely up to you. We fly in on Tuesday evening, the 11th. We're supposed to land around 4:30 in the afternoon. So with any luck, we'll get to the resort around 6:30 or so, probably grab dinner, chill out, relax, probably walk around the resort, whatever. I could kid myself and tell you that we're going to go to bed early that night, so we're ready to go the next morning. That's not going to happen. That's just not going to happen. Wednesday, which is November 12th, we are going to go to the Magic Kingdom. My primary goal, first day, I usually always do Magic Kingdom, but the nighttime parade. I got to see the nighttime parade. I can't wait to see it. I'm excited for it. So we will be at Magic Kingdom on Wednesday, the 12th. We're going to rope drop. I'm a hardcore rope drop person. Get up early, get after it. We will leave Magic Kingdom probably around 5-ish or so, so we can get over to All-Star Movies for Ruby's birthday party with the cupcakes. and then we'll head back over to Magic Kingdom. My guess is it will probably be something along lines of parade at 8, fireworks at 9, parade at 10, or maybe 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, something like that. I'm guessing. It could be 7, 8, 9, somewhere in the neighborhood, but that's my plan for Wednesday. Thursday, Dina, to your question, am I doing Animal Kingdom Thursday? Yes, we are. I figure since we have the Disney Springs thing that evening, it makes perfect sense to do Animal Kingdom because, I mean, let's face it, there's just not a lot of Animal Kingdom right now with all of Dinoland closed down other than the dinosaur ride, which comment on that. I'm absolutely going to ride Dinosaur one last time that day before it does get closed down and rethemed to Indiana Jones. So we'll be at Animal Kingdom that morning, probably till, I guess, maybe around 3. Then we'll head back to the resort real quick, freshen up, and then head to Disney Springs for Polite Pig at 5 o'clock. Yeah, Jessica, she said, be careful with that kitty on that ride. You mentioned that. I used to be able to do Big Thunder Mountain like 6, 7, 8 times in a row. And after one, I can do it a second time. After the second time, I'm like, okay, I got to take a break. So I hear you. I will do Dinosaur once and once only, but I got to do it one more time. So yes, Dina, Animal Kingdom on Thursday. Friday, obviously, is Park Life Party Magic Kingdom Day during the daytime. If we do what we did last year for the Dream Stream, we left Magic Kingdom around 1 in the afternoon, went back to the resort, rested for a little, maybe took a shower, and then put on our party gear, and then went back. We'll probably do that same thing and then get back to Magic Kingdom probably at least by 4 o'clock, maybe sooner, maybe even 3, go back in with our day ticket, and then get our wristbands inside the park in one of the shorter lines. We'll do the group photo at 5 o'clock, and then the party starts at 7. We'll watch the parade together, anybody that wants to, that first parade, and have a great time. Saturday's Epcot Day. I will be rope dropping there, just like I'm going to do Magic Kingdom on Friday. Photo at Guardians of the Galaxy at 11 a.m. And then we'll have a great time that day. Maybe watch the concert. Definitely going to watch Luminous. Sunday for me, we are going to go to Hollywood Studios since we will have not been to that park yet in our trip. And then on Monday, I think that's our last full day. We'll probably do Magic Kingdom again. And then Tuesday we fly home. So there is my itinerary for our trip. If you're going to be there, and again, by all means, don't change your plans Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday, Monday, whatever. But if you're going to be there and you happen to go to the parks that we're going to be at, catch up with us, say hi. We'll ride a ride together or something. Have a good time. Cece, I tell you what, I wish, she said, enjoy Batuu. Galaxy's Edge is amazing, especially at night. Toy Story Land is amazing at night. I could go to Hollywood Studios every night and watch Fantasmic. Absolutely. No, Jessica, this is lemonade. This is not pickle drink. Are you kidding me? I just had surgery last week. You want me to go back to the hospital? No, it's lemonade. I could watch Fantasmic every single night without a shadow of a doubt. Love that one. I just wish it could be timed where I could see the first Fantasmic and then zip over to Magic Kingdom and watch Happily Ever After, or zip over to Epcot and watch Luminous. That'd be kind of cool. So anyway, all right. No pickle-aid. No pickle anything. No. Okay. All right. We're going to have some fun. I have one sheet of stuff. Guess you can call this, we did this before, but kind of being the CEO of Disney for a day. So we're going to start with Magic Kingdom, and I'll ask the question, and we're going to do all 4 parks, and we'll do them. I always do them in the order that they are open. So Magic Kingdom first, then Epcot, Hollywood, and then Animal Kingdom last. This first one is rides, and specifically rides for this one. Rides that should never, ever be closed. Never leave. They should always remain open and operating at the parks. So that's your call here, is rides that should never leave or never be closed. So we will start with Magic Kingdom. Hey, Jordan, welcome in. We will start with Magic Kingdom. Name one Just go with one first. Get everybody a shot to give one ride at Magic Kingdom that should never, ever close. Helen said Big Thunder Mountain. Jessica said Haunted Mansion. Blake says Pirates. Cece says Dumbo. I like that one, Cece. And look, we could probably all name 10 or 15, right? Space Mountain says VBs. Dina says Peter Pan. Jordan says Carousel of Progress. Classic Disney all the way. Teacup says Jessica Mello, welcome in. How are you? So good to see you. Happy to have you on. My first one, if you haven't answered yet, chime in. Blake, where are the girls at tonight? What the heck? You didn't leave on Disney, did you? No, I know you didn't. My first one, Jessica, you like, was Haunted Mansion. It was on my list. Yeah, Blake, if your girls are there, blink twice if your dad's making you say the same answers. You know the drill. Okay. Do you want to do, I have 3 for each park. Do you want to just do Magic Kingdoms? Or do you want to do 1 for each park and then go back? You guys tell me how you want to do it. Do all MK first or do 1 at each park and then come back? 1 is there, 1's at the boyfriend's. Why is the one at the boyfriend's not watching with the boyfriend right now? Come on. Okay, Jessica said do 1 of each. Because, Blake, honestly, if your daughter and the boyfriend are not watching this, is he really boyfriend material that you want her to be around? Let's be honest here, right? I mean, guys, don't you agree? All right, 1 of each says Cece, 1 of each is good, says Dina. Blake, you don't have to answer. Okay, Helen, take care. Okay, we're going to Epcot. What is 1 ride at Epcot that should never, ever leave? Never close, never go away. Jessica says Soarin'. Jessica Mello says Frozen. Ooh. Cece says Living with the Land. I like that. Test Track says Le Mans. Nice. Jordan says Spaceship Earth. Classic. So did Dina. Spaceship Earth. And I might as well make it a trio because my first one on my list was Spaceship Earth. You cannot. I mean, what are they going to do? Get rid of the golf ball? It was bad enough when they got rid of the Sorcerer Mickey hat at Hollywood Studios. Can you imagine walking into Epcot and the golf ball's not there? Blake says Spaceship Earth. Jillian says Test Track. All right. If you're not giving me your Epcot answer, you got 10 seconds, then we're moving on. If you've already given the answer, you should start thinking about the next park. All right, here we go. We're going to Hollywood Studios. What is 1 ride at Hollywood Studios that should never, ever be closed? Never be taken away, never shut down? Tower of Terror, says Jessica. Tower says VBs. Slinky, says Jessica Mello. Love it. Jessica Mello with Frozen and then Slinky. Lamont says Tower. Jordan says don't write it, but Tower of Terror. I think that's a perfectly good answer, even if you've never ridden it or you don't like to ride or won't ride it. The building itself just classic. Dina says Slinky. Cece says Rise of the Resistance. Cece, I'm going to guess what your other 2 answers are. And I bet I'm going to be right. I won't say them. My first answer was Tower of Terror. Not only the ride itself, just the building, and then at Christmas time when they do the Christmas projections on the tower, oh, it's incredible. Looks like a big giant gift wrap package and gingerbreads and all this, that, and the other. It's amazing. Okay, let's move over to Animal Kingdom. This one's kind of hard because there's not a lot of rides there anyway, but what is 1 ride that they can never get rid of? VB says Safari. Good Lord, if they got rid of the Safari, would it still be called Animal Kingdom? Cece said Safari. Jessica Mello with Navi River. Wow. Jessica, you're surprising me with these answers. I love them, though. Absolutely love them. Jessica says Safari over here. Jordan says Safari. Lamont says Flight of Passage. Dinosaur for both Blake and Jillian. Right? It's Jillian, right? Yeah. Noli's gone. I'm going to question Noli's commitment to this channel here, Blake, by the way. Just kidding. Dina said Flight of Passage. Jessica over here said, oh, Navi River was amazing. Shoot. Well, we're going to do 3, so you can think about your next one around. Bad news for the dinosaur answer. Jordan says, yes. Another couple months or so, 2.5 months, something like that. Okay. Going back to Magic Kingdom, what is your second ride that can never, ever, ever be closed, taken away, removed from Magic Kingdom? Haunted Mansion says Jordan. Carousel says Jessica. Wow. That's the oldest ride at Magic Kingdom. Disney Dad says Pirates. Over here, Blake says Haunted. Jessica Mello says Barnstormer. I love it. I love that ride. Cece says Peter Pan. People Mover says Dina. People Mover says VBs. I was waiting for some People Movers to come out. Let's see here. So Jordan said Haunted. Carousel Jessica. Pirate said Disney Dad. Space Mountain says Le Mans. Space Mountain at Disney World is the closest thing to the chiropractor experience that is, what's the ride at Disneyland? I'm drawing a blank now. That it's just backbreaking. I can't think of the name of the ride. Why am I drawing a blank on that? It'll come to me. Anyway, my answer was Pirates of the Caribbean. Matterhorn. The Matterhorn. Thank you, CC. Matterhorn. Yes. I knew it started with an M, but I just drew a blank. So yeah, Matterhorn, they should have a Disney chiropractor, and you probably charge 10, 15, 20 bucks for a quick alignment after riding that ride. I think spaceship or Space Mountain at Disney World is the closest thing to Matterhorn's back experience. All right, everybody get their second one in for Magic Kingdom. Let's go to Epcot. What's your second Epcot? Living with the Land says Jessica over here. Ratatouille says Jessica Mello. I love it. I love that show. Grand Fiesta Tour, CC. Yes, yes, yes. Dina Soren. Living with the Land for Jordan. Disney Dad with Living with the Land. We had 3 of a kind over here on the TikTok side. Dina was Soren. I had Soren for my second one. So, Blake says Soren for both him and Jillian. Okay, awesome. Let's go to Hollywood. What is your second Hollywood ride that they should never, ever, ever get rid of? Jessica says Slinky. Toy Story Mania says Jessica Mello. That is one of my favorites. Absolutely favorites. Smuggler's Run says Cece. I was expecting it. I was expecting that. Blake, Slinky for both of you. Jordan, Muppets, but it's already happened. So I'll go with Toy Story Mania. Yeah. Muppet 3D Vision shutting down was a heartbreaker for me too. CC, you'll appreciate this. I had Rise of the Resistance for my second one at Hollywood. All right, jumping over to Animal Kingdom. Since we all saved the Safari, it's still Animal Kingdom. What's your second ride there that you would never, ever, ever want to get rid of? Jessica says Callie. Callie for Jessica Mello. The Jessicas both say Callie River. Everest says Dina. Hey, Chef, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome in tonight. We're having some Disney fun here this evening. Safari for both you and Jillian, okay? Flight of Passage says Cece. Everest says Disney Dad. I have Flight of Passage on mine. Hey, that reminds me. Renee said hi to us earlier, but I don't think she's been playing along with us. Maybe she just jumped in and out. Well, Renee, if you're listening in the background, hi, we're thinking about you. Ooh, Chef works at Animal Kingdom. So here's what we're doing right now, Chef. We're going park by park and naming a ride that you would never, ever, ever want Disney to ever get rid of. So we're on our second round through. Hitting, oh, Renee's listening. Okay, good. Hitting Animal Kingdom. So most people have said Safari, Flight of Passage, had a couple Everest, and then we've had some Cali River Rapids. And somebody said Navi in their first round through. All right, we're going back around. Last round through, Magic Kingdom. What is, and Chef, you can join in if you like. What is one ride, Magic Kingdom, that you would never, ever, ever want them to get rid of? Magic Kingdom, Small World, says Jessica. I think Magic Kingdom is the hardest one because there are so many just traditional classic rides that they can't get rid of. Cece with Barnstormer, you and Jessica with Barnstormers out there. Didn't expect that. People Mover says Disneyac. Jordan says People Mover. Pirate says Jessica. Blake and Jillian say Big Thunder. Haunted Mansion says Chef. We had a lot of Haunted Mansions the first couple rounds. Chef catching up there. This is a hard one for me because Big Thunder Mountain would be one that I could say and would totally buy into. Space Mountain, Teacups, Dumbo, Dina, Small World, although I'm not a fan myself. Dina, mine was Small World. There are certain rides, when you say the name of the ride, you think nothing but Disney. Nothing but Disney. And Small World is that to me. Jessica's Jungle Cruise is a good one too. And so Jessica, I don't know if Anthony's still on, but Anthony and I are huge Jungle Cruise fans. Absolutely love it. I didn't even have it on my list. But yeah, they can't get rid of that. Looking forward to all of us enjoying Jingle Cruise when we're there next month. As a dad joke kind of guy, I love the Jungle Cruise. All right, let's go to Epcot. What's your last of your 3 rides that you would never, ever, ever want them to get rid of? Jessica with Tiki Room. Woohoo. Love the Tiki Room. Jessica Mello. Jordan says Soren. Jessica Mello, Nemo. Okay, I was waiting. I'm like, I'm not sure what Nano is. Nemo for Cece. Wow. Figment says Disneyac. Figment says Dina. I'm going to wait another couple seconds to see if anybody else chimes in. Then I'll give my answer, and then I'll give a quick commentary. Living with the Land for Blake, and Jillian says Ratatouille. Figgy says Jessica over here. So mine was Living with the Land. Now, Jordan says forgot about Figment. I'll change to that. Here's what I think is amazing. I heard lots of Spaceship Earths, Soarin', Living with the Land. I had a Frozen, Figment, Nemo. I think most everybody would say the best ride across all of Walt Disney World is Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, some people said Test Track too. Nobody ever said Guardians of the Galaxy as a ride that should never, ever, ever get closed down and taken away. I thought that was interesting because I figured that'd be boom right away. It was not on my list. But I think that's just kind of fascinating that not a single one of us said Guardians. Cool. Okay. Hollywood Studios, your last one. Jessica has not ridden it yet. It's amazing. It's freaking amazing. You've not done, Cece's not done Guardians. Okay. Last one for Hollywood Studios. What is your third one that you will never, ever want them to get rid of? Runaway Railway, says Jessica. Good one. Tower, says Disney Dad. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway, says Jessica Mello. I love that. I love Great Movie Ride, but I think the Mickey and Minnie's is very well done. Cece, thank you. You did exactly what I expected. Knocked out the Star Wars genre. Perfect. Dina says Mickey and Minnie. Jessica says poor Aerosmith. Hey, Heidi, welcome in. You're never late. You can jump right in with us. We are on our last round. You can join in with us right now. Hollywood Studios, a ride at Hollywood Studios that you would never ever want Disney to close and shut down for good. Wanted to stay. So you can name one. My third one, this is our third time through, Heidi, but you can join in real quick, was Toy Story Mania. Oh, never been. Oh, well, welcome. We're happy you're here with us. Have some fun with us tonight. Okay, let's go to Animal Kingdom. Then the last one for Animal Kingdom. I can't wait to do the next round of stuff. I'm really excited for the next one. Ooh, you only been to the one in France. That's awesome, Heidi. The ride to Planet Watch. So the train to Rafiki's Planet Watch. Jordan says Everest. Paris. Heidi, is that the one you've been doing in Paris? Cece says Navi. Dina says Safari. Jordan says, I think I said that. Jordan says Everest. Mine is Everest. I matched with a couple of you there. Dina said Safari. Safari says Jessica Mello. Yeah, you can't have Animal Kingdom and not have a Safari. It just Disney said Safari. Blake said Everest. Yeah, Heidi says if it's animals, I choose animals. Yes. You would love Animal Kingdom then. Amazing place. Okay. Let's go to the next round. I think this might be fun. If you're old school like me, been to Disney over the years, or you're a Disney aficionado, whatever, this is going to be, it can be a ride, an attraction, or a show that Disney should bring back. So it was a ride, show, attraction that they used to have, and got rid of it, that you'd want it to come back. And so we'll start at Magic Kingdom. So a ride, show, nope, stay with me, Disney Dad, don't be jumping. At Magic Kingdom, a ride, a show, or an attraction that used to be there, that is no longer there, that you would want them to bring back. But save that one. That's the next park. Splash Mountain, says Jessica Mello. I was expecting to see at least one splash. Renee, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Main Street Electrical Parade, says Cece. I like that one. 20,000 Leagues, says Blake. Renee, I got you on the mister. Spectro Magic, says Disney Dad. Liberty Bell, says Disneyac. Wishes, says Jordan. Oh my God, I love Wishes so much. That is the best fireworks show at Disney. Love, love, love it. Wishes, says Dina. Yes, the Wishes, the music. Oh, just love, love, love it. I had Mr. Toad's for mine. Electrical, says Jessica. Okay, jump over to Epcot. Ride, show, or attraction that's no longer there that you'd want them to bring back. Jessica Mello, I'm thinking about one of your answers for the ones that you would never get rid of. My first answer is going to trump that. See if that ties in anything. All right, Disney Dad drops Illuminations. Yes, for me, Illuminations and Wishes, hand in hand, fantastic shows. Love them. All right, anybody else with anything that you want them to bring back to Epcot? Disneyac says Maelstroms. Yeah, Heidi, Epcot is the big giant golf ball. That's exactly what we call it too. Cece says Illuminations. Jessica Mello, if you're still there, I said my answer would trump your Frozen, and that was Maelstroms. Maelstrom was the ride in Norway that was there prior to them changing it to Frozen. The fountain in the middle, Jordan. Yes, I love that. Yes, yes, yes. The parade with the stilt people, says Dina. Yes, can't think of the name of it. Wasn't it Tapestries of Earth or something like that? I feel like the word tapestry was in the name of the parade. And I could be totally making that up. Disney, that's a yes, that's it. So Heidi asked, do they still have the Epcot farm with all the horses? There is a stable at, oops, let me fix my TikTok side real quick. It's at Fort Wilderness Lodge, which is outside of Magic Kingdom. They have stables there. They have horses. They do horseback riding. They do pony rides. They have all of that there. Absolutely. So yeah, I think Disney Dad agreed with me that it's Tapestries of Earth. I think there was a day and time when all 4 parks had a parade. I wish they'd go back to that. Okay, let's go to Hollywood Studios. What's one ride, show, or attraction that you want them to come bring back? That they used to have, got rid of it, want it to come back? Oh, it's cool. Your next driver went there in the 80s. Yeah, you weren't that far off. Jordan, ding, ding, ding. Not a ride, but Osborne Lights. Yes. Renee says, great movie ride. Hey, Kylie, welcome in. Good to see you. Disney Dad says, great movie ride. Absolutely. That's on my list. It's actually my first one on my list. March, yes. Oh, gosh. Yes, CC. I had that written down, I thought. I do. It's down here. The Stormtrooper March down that main strip there. Oh, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids area, Blake says. Yeah, CC, I miss that with the March of the First Order with Captain Phasma, or when they had the Stormtroopers. Yeah, I miss that. Disney Act, the parade, the elephant foot stomp shook the ground. Yes. Jessica's Honey was great. Okay, let's go to Animal Kingdom again. It's going to be a stretch at Animal Kingdom because there's not a lot there, but a ride, show, or attraction that's gone that you would want them to bring back. The boats, says Jessica. Dino Land, says Jessica Mello. Yes. Yeah, in about 3 months, we could just say the dinosaur ride as well would be an answer. I'm excited to see the new Zootopia Better Together show in the Tree of Life, but I will always miss Bug's Life, and that was on my list. Primeval World, says CC. Blake, the dinosaur's not too late. Disney Dad says Kite Tail was awful, but some show in the water. Yes. So I had Kite Tails on my list, and you are 1,000,000% right. You have that auditorium there for people to sit. Put some type of show on that water, please. Yeah, Jordan says the only thing I remember is I'd like the storyline to return to the safari. Yeah, the Elephant Poachers and Simba 1 was the name of your excursion. Yes, I agree there. Dina says the parade at Animal Kingdom. Yes, I missed that parade too. That was a very unique parade. Okay. Heidi says you're lucky to be in America there one day. My kids maybe 1540 and I'm on my deathbed. You never say never, Heidi. Absolutely. Jessica, that's gone. Yeah, they don't do the Kite Tail show on the water anymore. Michael Jackson video, Captain EO and Epcot was a great loss. Yeah, I had that on my list, Captain EO. Okay. Hey, Tina, welcome in. How are you? It's so good to see you. We're gonna go to a different topic. So Tina, you can jump in and play. This last one was something that should come back. This is a ride, show, or attraction that they should get rid of. So we're going to start at Magic Kingdom. A ride, show, it's going to be twofold. Something that they should get rid of. We'll just do that first, but in the back of your mind, start thinking about what would you then replace it with, because we're going to come back around to that. So we'll start with just to get rid of. What's something at Magic Kingdom, ride, show, or attraction that they should get rid of? Give me that answer. But again, in the back of your mind, think about what would they replace it with. Cece is going to get rid of the teacups. Wow. Jordan says Speedway. Jessica says dirty bathrooms. Now, most of their bathrooms are pretty good, but I know what your replace is going to be. Astro Orbiter says Dina. Speedway says Blake. Ooh, Disney Dad bod drop and get rid of Tron. Woo. Astro Orbiter says Jessica Mello. You know what? Astro Orbiter, says Renee. I honestly don't think I've ever ridden Astro Orbiter, ever. I don't remember going up that elevator. I don't remember coming down. I don't think I've ever ridden it. Maybe I should do it this trip. Maybe that Friday when you guys want to ride it, we can have fun up there together. One and done for you, Renee. It'll probably be one and done for me, but yeah, I've never ridden it before. Disneyac teacups. Get rid of the teacups and replace it with anything. Astro Orbiter is great, says Disney Dad Bod. I'm not missing anything. I know it's probably not cool or great ride or whatever, but it's just something I've never done. And I think that might be the only thing I've ever not done in Magic Kingdom. And I'm trying to think, are there any rides anywhere else in any of the other 3 parks they've never done? I don't think so. I think that might be the only ride. Tina says, get rid of Astro Orbiter. Okay. Again, we'll come back to replacing it, but I want to go through all 4 parks. What is one ride, show, or attraction at Epcot that they should get rid of? Tina, I already know what you're going to say. You're going to break my heart when you say it, but you know what I'm going to say, and I'll break your heart. Mission Space, says Disney Dad Bod. Figment, says Blake. Ooh, Mission Space, says Dina. Mission Space. Wait a minute. Tina, you're saying they should get rid of Mission Space? Renee says Figment. Jordan says Mission Space, whatever it's called. Yep. Mission Space, says Jessica. Now, wait a minute, Tina. I thought Mission Space was like your favorite. Put in something new. Okay. Whoa, Jessica says they need to get rid of Beverly. Remy says Disneyac. Woo. Cece says Mission Space. Tina says, I love it, but I need something new. Okay. So we'll wrap around. So again, back your mind, start thinking about that. Heidi says, I'll admit your rides are between 30 and 100 seconds. Here in the UK, we're above 160 seconds to 350 seconds or maybe. Wow. So that's like 2.5 to 3.5 minutes, 4 minutes, something like that. That's, wait a minute. So 6 minutes almost. Wow. That's impressive. Okay. What's one thing you're going to get rid of at Hollywood Studios? This one I thought was for me was really hard. Show, attraction, or ride. Oh, and Mission Space was mine for Epcot. Indiana Jones show, says Jordan. Star Tours, says Disney Dad Bod. Indiana Jones, says Jessica Mello. The Muppets and Rock and Roller Coaster, says Blake. Star Tours, says Tina. Star Tours, says Dina. Blake, that's cheating. The lukewarm food, says Jessica. Disney Dad Bod says Star Tours. I don't remember if I mentioned that or not. This one hurts for me. Oh, Cece says Rock and Roller Coaster. Disneyac, Indiana Jones, and Rock and Roller Coaster, both of them. I think I would also get rid of Indiana Jones. I think they should pick that thing up and move to Animal Kingdom, especially when they're going to have an Indiana Jones show. Indiana Jones ride. I think they should move the show over there. But I'll get rid of Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular at Hollywood Studios. Renee, I know I don't want to get rid of it, but that's the rule. I got to get rid of something, right? I can't play the game or tell you the game and tell you what to do and then not follow the rules. That's just not right. Going to Animal Kingdom, what's one ride, show, or attraction you would get rid of? Yeah, see, Renee, that's where I'm at too. I mean, part of me would say Star Tours, and not because I want to get rid of it, but I want to pick it up and put it inside of Galaxy's Edge. It's like the ugly redheaded stepchild sitting way over outside of Galaxy's Edge. Jessica. Jordan says Cali to get rid of. Tina's Navi River. Bird Show, says Jessica. Ooh, you don't like the Bird Show? Oh, Cece can get the Bird Show too. Wow. Cali River, says Dina. Navi, says Renee. Oh my gosh. Disney Dad Bod says get rid of Festival of the Lion King. Oh, wow. Wow. I'm glad I'm sitting down. I would have fallen over. Blake also gets rid of Navi. Nemo, says Disneyac. Disney Dad Bod, it's all good. It's all good. You don't have to apologize. We're having fun here. I again have to pick one thing. I would get rid of Cali River Rapids. I haven't done it in several years. When you're a kid, I don't think it's great, but as an adult, the last thing I want to do is walk around in wet clothes. It's just not very comfortable. Jessica. Tina, again, if it's the last ride of the day and then I can go back to my resort and change clothes, great. But I still got to sit on the bus for 20 minutes in wet clothes. And I swear, the wetter I am, the stronger the AC is in the bus, and you just freeze. Okay, now we're going back. So you got rid of something. What are you replacing it with? So Magic Kingdom. Remember what you said you were getting. Hey, Ava. So do this for me. For your Magic Kingdom, give me, sorry, Cece, I'm going to make you redo. Give me what you said you would get rid of, and then like put a dash or something, and that what you would replace it with. Because otherwise I won't remember. Like Cece said Rapunzel ride, but what'd you get rid of to put in Rapunzel? Yeah, Jessica, I make you do all over again. So yeah, tell me what you got rid of and what you're replacing it with. Okay, Jessica Mello said she's getting rid of Astro Orbiter and she wants a great nighttime light in the sky show. That's awesome. I love that idea. Jessica was getting rid of dirty bathrooms for clean bathrooms. Cece said get rid of the teacups and replace it with a Rapunzel ride. Okay, there you go. I think Rapunzel deserves a ride. I don't argue with that. Tina said get rid of Astro Orbiter and the Flight of the Navigator ride with the spaceship. That's kind of cool. Blake says he wants a Rapunzel ride by the bathroom area. Yeah, that would make sense. Disney Dad said get rid of Tron, a longer roller coaster that sends you through Disney history. That's kind of cool. I like that idea. Jessica said get rid of the railings blocking the ducks and replace it with benches to watch them. So let's see here. Anybody else? So I say get rid of the Tomorrowland Speedway, and with that space, I want a Wreck-It Ralph racing karts ride. I think that'd be pretty cool. I like the great nighttime light in the sky show, Jessica. That sounds pretty cool. Jessica over here wants to be a Disney duck. Okay. Oh, so there you go. Tina said get rid of Happily Ever After and bring back Wishes. There were several of us that said Wishes was something that we'd want them to bring back. So there you go. It's perfect. Okay, so let's go to Epcot. Disney X said replace Remy with a Mary Poppins show or ride. Okay. So again, what was the one thing you were getting rid of at Epcot, and what would you replace it with? Tina, I'd be happy if they just said like Wednesdays or Wishes Wednesday at the Magic Kingdom, and every Wednesday night was the Wishes fireworks show. I'd be okay with that. Okay, Tina says get rid of Mission Space and an Avengers Campus Spider-Man web shooters. Woohoo! Wow, I like that. Jessica, the Canada show that's so focused on beavers replaced with the modern wonders of Canada. I like that. That's pretty cool. I don't know how many years it's been since I saw that show. All right, what else you guys got? What were you going to get rid of, and what are you replacing it with? Blake is getting rid of Figment. Anything Disney. So I do get the advantage of creating this idea ahead of time, so I already have my answers written down. CC replaced Mission Space and give Disney a drone show. There you go. Bring back the one that they had at Disney Springs for the one summer. Disney at Captain EO and Illuminations would make it perfect. Yes, I agree. Illuminations is the best. Tina says we need more Avengers, but Universal needs to lose the Marvel contract first. That's right. That's exactly right. Can you imagine? I think we talked about this a few weeks ago. Disney was offered Harry Potter first, and they couldn't contractually get it to work out. The reasons are relevant, and so it went to Universal. Can you imagine if Disney got Harry Potter, and now Disney is getting Marvel? I mean, there'd be hardly anything left of Universal. It'd be crazy. Okay. So for me, I was getting rid of Mission Space, and I'm going to bring in a Big Hero 6 ride. Love that movie. I think it's underrated. Doesn't get a lot of pub, but I love it. Universal can keep Harry Potter. I'll say Universal is doing it beautifully. Yeah. I don't disagree with you at all, Tina, but I just wonder if Disney had Harry Potter, what would Universal be today, especially with Marvel coming? Jessica says, oh my, was that oh my to my Big Hero 6 ride? Who else is with me over here? You guys started petering out on the YouTube side. Or you were getting rid of something at Epcot. What are you replacing it with? Disney Act. Biggest mistake ever turned down Harry Potter. They must still be kicking themselves. Could be. Could absolutely be. I mean, Universal wouldn't be what it is today without it. That's for darn sure. Okay, so CC gave me a replace. Dina, what are you replacing? Jessica Mello, what are you replacing at Epcot? Blake, you gave me yours, I think, didn't you? Yeah, Figment with anything Disney. And Tina, if Ava's sitting right there, she can play along too. All right, let's go to Hollywood then. You're getting rid of something. What are you going to replace it with? And now when I say replace, it doesn't necessarily have to go in that spot, but take one away, bring one back. CC, get rid of Rock and Roller Coaster and make a Star Wars roller coaster like Paris has. That'd be pretty cool. I would like that. I would like a Star Wars roller coaster. I think that'd be awesome. Jessica's getting rid of lukewarm food for fresh hot food. Disney Act Figment is a cornerstone. Can't get rid of that. And Disney never would. We know that. Star Tours, bring back Muppets 3D. Yes, Tina. I like that a lot. Wasn't what I'm bringing back to Hollywood Studios. And Jessica Mello, I need more time. Oh, that's funny. So again, I picked Indiana Jones Stunt Show, although I wouldn't get rid of it because I still watch it and enjoy it. I wrote down two different things to bring back. And actually, gosh, I could have probably written down, well, not bring back, but replace it with. I want a parade. I think Hollywood Studios makes sense to have a parade. I know they used to have one. Bring a parade for me. Quick service at Hollywood is just not up to par as others. I generally agree with you, Jessica. I love the chicken grilled cheese sandwich at the ABC commissary. I think that's pretty tasty. But otherwise, I would agree with you. For the most part, quick service is a little to be desired. Dina also needs more time. Blake says, get rid of Rockin' and make it Wreck-It Ralph. I like that. Wow. So Tina said get rid of Star Tours, bring back Muppets. And Cece said she agrees even though she defends Star Wars. Dita said she'd bring back the parades in all of the parks. I completely agree. Now, I do think about Animal Kingdom and Epcot. So let's start with Epcot. The parade used to be in the World Showcase. I don't think it went the whole way around. That's a long parade route. But I say, hey, Destin, welcome in. I still think it poses traffic jams in whatever section of the World Showcase it's going on. I think that might be one reason why they steered away from doing it. I think Animal Kingdom has the same problem too, because the walkways, I think about going when you cross the bridge, you can see the Tree of Life and you take a left and you're headed towards the safari. That walkway can get pretty narrow. So that's my guess, but I would love to have the parades back. Tina says Muppet 3D is amazing. You can't get over the old men. Those, what are their names? The two old gentlemen up in the balcony at Muppet 3D. Is it Waldorf? What are their names? Somebody's got to know. Hey, nice goofy mask. That's not a mask. Sorry, lady. That's perfect, Tina. I can't think of their names, though. Hopefully somebody's looking it up if you don't know. The names of the two older gentlemen in Muppet 3D that sit up in the balcony. I think one of them is Waldorf. Okay, well, we'll move on. So you got rid of something in Animal Kingdom. Remind me, what did you get rid of and what are you bringing in? Statler. Thank you, Jessica. Statler and Waldorf. Thank you. I never got Statler. Tina, Statler and Waldorf. Thank you. Jessica, the Dino Land area, a brave new world, brave-themed Highlands animals. Ooh, I like that idea. That's kind of ingenious action there. Since some of you need extra time. Okay, Blake said Navi, get rid of Navi and a new roller coaster, keeping Avatar theme, set the bar high. I like it. I like it. Tina said get rid of Navi and bring in a dragon coaster. I like that. Ooh, you can tie in a Brother Bear too, Jessica. That's really clever. So I was getting rid of Callie, and I don't know whether this would be a ride or an attraction, show, whatever it would be, but something from the movie Up. Would love that. Maybe it's a simulator that you feel like you're floating in the house and you're headed to wherever the heck they were going. I'm drawing a blank on everything tonight. Tina, the dragon head in front of the Animal Kingdom tickets was never made. The fantasy area. Yeah. Yeah, Destin, they don't do enough for the movie Up. You're exactly right. Absolutely correct there. Another great, great movie. Dina, excited for Zootopia show. I am too. I'm really excited to see it. I think about Tough to Be a Bug, and there's a couple things in there. If you've never seen it before, the first time you go in, that you get startled by, which then makes me think of Honey, I Shrunk the Audience, that show that they used to have at Epcot way back in the day. I remember as a kid seeing that for the first time, scared the bejesus out of me. I think what they had, like rats or snakes or something that brush across the calves and on your legs as you're sitting there, and all sorts of different things, poking you in the back, whatever. Tina, Captain EO, that got mentioned earlier too. Okay. We're going to go back to something that they used to have in the park that they should bring back. Each park, your absolute top best answer. If you gave it to me earlier already, go ahead and use it again. That's fine. But Magic Kingdom, what is the one thing that they used to have that they should absolutely bring back to the Magic Kingdom? Jessica says the Electrical Parade. Tina says Snow White, Scary Adventure. Can only pick one. It's got to be your best. Jessica Mello, I think it was called Toontown. Dina says Wishes. Okay, Jessica. Yeah, take care. Sleep well, Ruby. Have a good night. Get closer to your birthday party. Oh, thanks for Jessica. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out with us. Bob, Tricycle D Ranch is at Wilderness Resort next to Wilderness Lodge. Yes, we enjoyed seeing the horses. Yeah, Tricycle D Ranch is there at Fort Wilderness, which is just over from Wilderness Lodge. Beautiful area. Jessica, my number one, absolutely bring back to Magic Kingdom above all else was Toontown. Right there together. I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. I love Wishes, and they need to bring it back. But I enjoy Happily Ever After. It's not Wishes, but absolutely, Toontown was amazing to go walk through Mickey's house, Minnie's house, meet the characters there. Can't go wrong with Toontown. Okay. Epcot, what is the absolute one thing? Ooh, Bob says bring back Alien Encounter. There you go. I like that. Disney said Liberty Bell. Bring back Liberty Bell. Blake loved Toontown. Walking in Houses was so great, wasn't it? It transported you to a different place and time. Okay, we're at Epcot. What's the one thing you're bringing back? Disney says Illuminations. Tina says Ellen Universe of Energy. Lamont says Horizons. Good one. Hey, Lamont. I don't think you've been playing along for a while, Herbert, have you? Did you skip out on us? Just kidding. Gosh darn. For me, the one thing I would absolutely have to bring back to Epcot. Yes. Phantasmic all day. Keep on me, actually. There you go. I want to say Illuminations, Disneyac. I really do. Kind of like Wishes. But, and I'm gonna give this answer, and I hope I'm wrong when I go next month and ride this newly refurbished attraction. But I hope I'm wrong. Yeah, Bob, the train can never leave it, isn't it? Magic, and you're exactly right there. My number one right now that I'm going to say at Epcot, again, I hope I'm wrong next month after I ride it, but bring back Test Track 1.0, the original Test Track. Bring that one back, please. Okay, let's go. Last two, and then we're going to wrap up for tonight. Hollywood Studios, what is the absolute, positively, no doubt about it, was the one thing got to bring back to Hollywood Studios? This one is really hard for me because I got three that are right there. Great movie ride. Tina said that is one of them. Yeah, I know, Disneyac. I mean, I hope I'm wrong. I hope next month when I ride Test Track, I'll be like, hey, this new one's pretty cool. But yeah, Illuminations. Again, just like having Wednesday Wishes, have it Sunday Illuminations or something. But that's harder to do than just doing a different fireworks show at Magic Kingdom, because you don't have the same apparatus out in the water. You obviously don't have the giant globe that opens up with fire. Lamont says the car stunt show. That's a great one. Was it Lights, Motors, Action, I think is what it was called. I enjoyed the show. I remember that I couldn't wait to sit down in that stadium because it seemed like you walked forever to get there. Backlot Tours, Tina, was a good one. That was one that was on my list. Great movie ride. Backlot Tours. Backlot Tours, says Jessica Mello. Dina, my son, liked the Lights, Motor, Action show. I did too, with the Herbie the Love Bug and the car split in half and it would drive backwards, forwards. They're really cool. Very clever, very cute. For me, though, absolutely, positively, the one thing, it'll never come back because they don't have it anymore. Osborne Family Lights. Oh, I could sit there for hours, watch the light show, see the snow fall. Family, you go ride, do whatever you want to do. I'm just going to hang out here for hours. That would be my one absolute got to bring back. Okay, Animal Kingdom, last one. What is your absolute thank you for joining my fan club? Allie Ever After, thank you so much. Okay, here we go. Your last one, Animal Kingdom. What is the one thing above all else that they need to bring back to Animal Kingdom? Disneyac, yes. Hollywood Studios has gotten rid of more things we liked than they've replaced it with. You're exactly right there. I mean, look at all the stuff they had to get rid of for Galaxy's Edge and Toy Story Land. I mean, you had the Streets of New York, you had Osborne Family Lights, you had the Lights, Motor, Action stunt show, you had Backlot Tours. All of that stuff had to go. Blake says dinosaurs not too late. I said that earlier. Tina, it's tough to be a bug. Dina says the parade. My absolute one. Dina, I think I got to say parade with you. If there was a 1A for me, it's put something back in the water. I don't care nighttime safari ride with the night goggles. That'd be cool. Oh yeah, but yeah, if it's raining at Animal Kingdom, that's not a fun place to be at all, Bob. I don't think. But anyway, so I picked Parade, but put something back in the water, whether it's the Kite Tail show or the show they had before that, or just bring back the freaking flotillas with the characters on them. I'd be happy with that. Let's combine them. Have a boat parade in the. I mean, gosh, there's so that parade could go through. It'd be kind of like the nighttime parade out in Seven Seas Lagoon. You could do something like that. Yeah, the Illuminated Water Show was so good. You're exactly right there, Tina. But yeah, combine it. Do a parade in the water at Animal Kingdom. People could stand. I mean, you could stand in so many different places and watch that thing come by. I'm 100% on board for that one. Whew. Yeah. Ooh, the light up show on the tree at Christmas time is beautiful, Tina. Yeah, I completely agree with that. Now, I mean, if we're going to just keep picking Animal Kingdom apart, I know at least what I've always heard forever and ever is that Animal Kingdom closes earlier because they need more time to get the animals on the safari put away, settle down. It's disruptive for them to have loud noises and lights and this, that, and the other. I totally appreciate that. I personally believe that Pandora is far enough away from the safari that they could keep that portion of the park open 2 extra hours so that you can be there when it gets dark and see the luminescent stuff in the concrete. Jessica Mello, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you were able to join us. We do this every Monday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So hopefully you'll come back again. But yeah, this is a lot of fun. I enjoy doing this sort of stuff. I like the interaction. I don't want to sit and just talk at you guys. That's no fun. So I like the interaction. I try to come up with new ideas each week to do with everybody. But what did I just say about Animal Kingdom? If we're going to pick on stuff there. What did I say? Man, I've lost my mind. Jessica, I do have a question. Yeah, absolutely. That's the other part of this whole thing is ask questions, ask away. I'll answer them. If anybody else can chime in, they can do that as well. Absolutely. I don't remember what I said about Animal Kingdom. Lost my mind. I think keeping Avatar Pandora open 2 hours later. Please let us see the light up stuff. What's the point of spending all the money they did to put in that in concrete and then not be able to be there to enjoy it? Always something that's boggling my mind. Unless you're there in December, January when it gets dark early. Yeah, exactly. Le Mans, seeing Pandora lit up at night was such a highlight when they first opened Pandora. Exactly. Yes. Jessica, so I know they came out with discounts for deluxe resort pass holders and Florida residents, anything for moderate resorts yet. So depends upon when you want to go, but Disney just released some discounts for next spring. I thought I had it written down somewhere. You can message me separately, Jessica, and I can help you out. But for October 26th, no discounts that far out yet. No. The discounts right now go through May or June, I think, maybe. Typically for late summer, fall, those promotions don't start rolling out until early springish. Yeah, for spring right now, Bob, up to 25%. There were 2 different promotions that came out. If you're doing a package, and Jessica, I'll come back to yours. Sorry. If you're doing package 4-night, 4-day with park tickets, it was like up to $250 off per day. If you didn't do a package, then it was up to 25% off resort stays. And there was like some early in the promotion, it was like Sundays through Thursdays only. So if you were there Friday, Saturday night, you weren't getting a discount at all. I've got a client that's there like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So they only got like 10% off the first night and nothing the second and third night. So it varies. The couple things I can say though is if a promotion comes out and you want to take a trip during that promotion, you got to act as quickly as possible. Disney, let's for argument's sake, let's say that there's 1,000 rooms in Coronado Springs. Jessica, you mentioned moderate resort. So let's just play this game for a second. 1,000 rooms in Coronado Springs. Disney releases a promotion. That promotion is not available to all 1,000 rooms. They limit the number of rooms in each resort that they will apply the promotion. The longer you wait, the greater the risk is that the resort you want to stay at won't have promotions available. You have to look at other resorts, modify your dates. So the sooner you know when a promotion comes out that you want to go, book it right away. If you book with a travel agent, and I'm saying this about myself, but I say this about every reputable travel agent that does Disney. I did this with my clients. I had 4 or 5 of them that are booked next spring during the promotions. The day the promotion came out, I was on the travel agent site through Disney, modifying my clients' reservations, applying the promotion. They didn't have to lift a finger. They didn't even have to know that a promotion came out. I was happily able to email them that afternoon and say, hey, great news, promotion came out. I just saved you $800, $500, whatever the number is. And it'll vary. I had one client that was only like $170, but $170 is, a couple, 2-3 meals at Disney. So it's better than nothing. If you book on your own, then you got to watch for promotions and then call Disney to get it applied. You can absolutely do it, but it's more legwork on your behalf. If you work with a travel agent, we're notified from Disney when promotions are coming out. So we're like Johnny on the spot the day of, modifying our existing reservations to get the promotion. And then with any clients that have said, hey, I'm interested in going here to here, we're working with you to get something booked. Jessica, for you, October 2026, here's what I would tell you. And I would say this to anybody and everybody. If you know the dates in October that you want to go, I would book as soon as you can. And that may sound odd, but there's reason behind that. First off, you're going to secure the dates, secure the resort you want to be in, and you're locking in at the prices right here, right now. So I'm going to make this up. Let's say you want to go October 1st through the 7th of 2026, and you book tomorrow. Whatever the resort rate is tomorrow for Coronado Springs for October 1st through the 7th, whatever the park ticket package prices are tomorrow, you lock in at those prices. If rates go up 3 months from now, you're protected. They don't affect your reservation. A package, resort and ticket package, it's a $200 deposit to hold that. That $200 deposit is refundable up till 30 days prior to check-in. So if anything happens and you needed to cancel, you could cancel. You can make payments at any interval that you want. I have some clients every Sunday morning. I'm making a $50 payment for a trip that's next October, a year and a half away, or a little over a year away, I guess now. I have some clients that once a month they want me to make payments. Others that just pay it, 30 days out. But if you book right away, you're locked into the prices. If a promotion comes out, we can apply the promotion and get you the lower price. So it's advantageous from that standpoint to book early and lock yourself in with prices. So weird, the dates I want resort isn't available if I add my daughter. So Jessica, how many people would it be in your party? Because that can have an effect too. Just 3 of you? The dates you want, the resort isn't available if you add your daughter. That's really odd to me for October of 2026 for, I think you said, a moderate resort. If it were value resorts, I could maybe see that if like there was a big cheer competition or something a year out that was already booked, but that seems odd to me. I'd be happy to help you if you want me to. You can message me separately. But again, try to book early if you can. See, yeah, there you go. Bob said his resort was booked with the discount, but available without. Because again, they limit the number of rooms that they will apply the discount to. Yeah, Jessica, you can absolutely message me. Absolutely, I'd be happy to help you. I can take a look at that. So anyway, I know there's some on maybe still that I've booked trips for, and hopefully they would tell you that That promotion thing absolutely worked out for them, that a promotion came out after the fact, and I applied it and lowered their price without them having to lift a finger. And again, any reputable agent would do that. Would I want you to work with me? 100% I'd want you to work with me. If you have a family member or a good friend that's a travel agent and you're comfortable with them, I want you to work with people that you're comfortable with as well. Where should I message you? So you can, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to just put in here my email. Shoot me an email there. Oh, thank you, Renee. That's so kind of you. Renee said that I've been so helpful with her trips. I appreciate that very much. And Renee, there's no judgment here on comments. Bob, thank you. Appreciate that very much. Very, very much. Okay, gang. We've been on for about a little over an hour and a half. I'm an old guy. It's my bedtime. Actually, I got to get up early tomorrow morning to book dining for a guest. That's something else that getting a travel agent, most of them will book your dining for you. So you don't have to get up super duper early to do that. I had a client, look, I'm not going to name names at all, but I have a client that's going at the end of November. It's just husband and wife. This has to be like almost a dream vacation. It would be for me. They're staying in the towers in Coronado Springs, which the towers in Coronado Springs are like deluxe resort, but at moderate prices. They're going to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party twice. They're going to Jollywood twice. They're doing behind the scenes tour at Epcot. They're doing the Africa Treks. What's it called? I had it written down somewhere here. Here it is. The Wild Africa Trek at Animal Kingdom. It's just an amazing trip for them. So some of the experiences, like the behind the scenes and the Wild Trek safari thing at Animal Kingdom, you can book those at midnight Eastern time. So let's say on Tuesday last week, I don't know what day it was, but let's just call it Tuesday at 11 p.m. my time, I was booking those things for them. And then I got up at 4:45 in the morning to book their dining at 5 a.m. my time the next morning. So again, that's something that travel agents do for you. It's very helpful. Blake, have a great night. Thank you for joining. I appreciate that. Yes, I am feeling much, much better. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, okay, let's give it a wrap. Jessica, I'll watch for email and I'll try to help you out. Otherwise, no. Renee. I'm here for you. All right, let's get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. We'll be back again next Monday, 7:30 Eastern. We'll be 1 week closer to Park Life Party for those that are going to join us. Otherwise, thanks again for hanging out with us tonight. I really appreciate it. Hope you have a great night. And remember, when you wake up tomorrow, it will be a great day to be alive. We'll talk to y'all again soon. Goodbye, everybody.